to invoke that presence in this collective body, which is a sacred body. You know, in Savitri, Sri Aurobindo has a line, a Babel of the voices of the world. How many of you know of Babel? 1, 2, 3. Well, it was a city where they were going to build a great tower. But all those who came to work spoke different languages, and it never happened. But we are here in Auroville, and we can speak the same language, the language that the Divine Mother has given to us. We may babble once in a while, but if we live according to all that she has written, there's no possibility of disharmony, no possibility at all. We have to remember that. We have to remember to keep sacred all that the Mother has vouchsafed to us, and all that she is pouring down constantly on us. The Om Choir is the most perfect venue for harmony. We don't speak. We are not singers. We are simply instruments. Instruments for the divine progression towards realization. And when we begin the Om, you will feel something you have never felt before. You will feel the divine presence coming down into this collective body. It happens every week. It has happened for 23 years. And when you leave, you should carry that presence with you. For it is so sacred, so important, so life-changing. And we are here to change our lives, to open to this great supermental force brought down by Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. And this force is already at work in the world and at work in us. So to begin, we always begin with a hum. That way we cannot injure the vocal cords, and we try always to be on pitch. So let us hear one note. Very deep. Feel the vibration in your heart, if you can, in your soul. Some simple exercises to warm up this human body. And we are here also to work on the body consciousness. It has to learn how to sing properly. Mouth, jaw, tongue, diaphragm, ribs, chest tone, head tone. And we do these things every week, so I invite you to come as often as possible. We also have an Om choir every Friday evening in the ashram at 6:30 in the Sri Aurobindo International School just across from the main gate of the ashram. And all are welcome. First exercise. Now you see, I heard a lot of na, which is not very beautiful. So we have to formulate properly using the lips, using the chest and the diaphragm to formulate exercise to teach you how to use the diaphragm to produce a note. And it's not difficult, but you have to learn to breathe quickly through the nose, never through the mouth. And as you do that, the diaphragm should expand significantly. And then it will control the air column that comes up as you sing. So we take a breath, and the exercise is simply ha, 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 ha. Mouth wide open would help a lot more. And even a smile would help. Again, ha. Ha, 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 The next thing that we usually do is try to hear the difference in the notes. So we begin on one side with one note and on the other side with another note. So today we'll begin with the perfect fifth. Perfect fifth. Bum, 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 bum. And now, perfect fourth. triad, 3 notes. Now a chord, 4 notes. How many heard all 4 notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. 9, 10, 11. We've got 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Now we'll get a little bit more adventurous. So we'll put the highest note, the 3rd, in the soprano. Not exactly. Now we are no longer singers, but instruments. Instruments through which the Divine Presence may sing. And we must leave the ego, the physical mind, and the vital outside the door. Because here there is only sacredness, aspiration, and a true and deep surrender to the highest that we can imagine. We can use many words, the divine, the mother, Sri Auroville, the Lord, doesn't matter. Something far above ourselves. I will ask someone to give us a note, any note, and we will all begin immediately. But as the Divine Presence begins to come down into this sacred space and this sacred body, because you must understand, for years, this building has housed the Divine Presence. There will be a moment when we will feel it has come, or the Om has completed itself. At that point, I always ask for someone to recite a few lines from Savitri. If you want to do it, then you have to speak loudly so others can hear you. We will always do 3 Oms seated, and we will stand for the last Om. May I have a note? May I have a few lines from Savitri? I would like to have heard 50 voices immediately respond. But
all here shall be one day, her sweetness is home. All contraries prepare her harmony. Towards her, our knowledge climbs, our passion grows. In her miraculous rapture we shall dwell. Her clasp shall turn to ecstasy, our pain. Our self will be one self with all through her.
may I have a note? May I have a few lines from Savitri?
All the world's possibilities are waiting in man as the tree waits in its seed. All that has been renews in us its birth. All that will be is figured in our soul.
May I have a note? Let us stand for the last one. If the chamber's door is even a little ajar, what then can hinder God from stealing in? Or who prevent his kiss on the sleeping soul? Let us sit for a few minutes in deep concentration. Silently invoking the presence to bring true harmony to Auroville and to the world.